All right, welcome to Ethereum Cat Herders meeting 74. I have shared the agenda in chat. So today the first item listed here is the merge. So we are expecting the merge upgrade somewhere in Q1 or /Q2 2022. Currently, the development stage is that we have a public testnet available. It's called Kintsugi testnet, and this is available for anyone who is working on any dApp or maybe have running any current dApp on Ethereum blockchain. If they would like to check how the merge will look like what changes are expected there, or anyone who wants to have a feel of what the transaction may look like post merge. We have multiple documents available for Kintsugi testnet. I have linked some of them, the milestone, the testnet doc, and there was this explainer blog, which was based on the HackMD file documented by Maurice to participate in the testnet. So people, if you're interested to learn and participate in the Kintsugi merge testnet, please follow the documents and try to be a part of it. That's about the network upgrade. Coming up to the ECH updates on the website side, I think we might have to get some updates done. We have to update it with the Arrow Glacier, and then some more documents on the merge side needs to be updated there. On ECH engineering side, I don't see Alita on the call, but there are some work done on the EIP bot side. However, we are looking for more contributions. So if anyone would like to contribute on the ECH engineering side, please reach out to me or Alita, show up on Cat Herders Discord, and we'll be happy to engage you with the present activities that we have got. For the Cat Blazers, I don't know, William is on the call. If you have any update, I know you have shared the last Cat Blazers, but if there is anything else you want to add?
I don't have any major. I've been doing the same work that I've been doing up until and we announced a while ago that we're thinking of spinning off kind of like a podcast type thing from Peep Beneath. I've been trying to do some groundwork. I have some people who are likely willing to come on, but I've been having some scheduling difficulties just kind of pinning that down. There's been the work that I've put in on Peep Beneath also. And I'm sure there's also a few things around that. Oh, the EIP initiative to try and get ecosystem, like more ecosystem buy-in in ERCs has had some good results, which we'll probably start seeing in January. So there's also been that one. Just call out Supreet good for really good work that he's been putting in over there for that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your update. That sounds really interesting to me. I hope that shitting works out and we should start working on that. Well, thank you. On EIP Insight, the link is added here in the agenda, and I have updated it till the December 20th. So far, we have 5 new proposals, and we have quite interesting proposals, of course, like 4488, the transaction call data, gas cost reduction one, and there are a couple of proposals related to ERC721 NFTs. So please check out all these new proposals which are available in the draft status. They are merged in the EIP's repository. There are 3 proposals which are back from stagnant to draft. And 3 proposals have been moved from draft to review. There is one proposal which went into the final. Of course, that was the Arrow Glacier proposal. And 6 proposals have been moved to stagnant. A few changes to EIP 1 and some non-normative changes to a few final proposals. The detailed list is added in EIP Insight for December. please check out. On the Peep and Eep side, we have recorded our last recording for the year 2021. That was for EIP 4399 with Mikhail Kalanin just before this call. And so far we have multiple episodes recorded on Merge, because Merge testnet is something that people can experiment with in the holidays. So if you're interested to learn more about the proposals, we have covered both the proposals which are getting into the Merge and testnets and some other information. So please check out the playlist Merge on Ethereum YouTube. And in January, we'll be having some new discussion. The calendar is provided here to check out what are the upcoming proposals. And if you have any suggestion on a proposal that you would like us to include in one of our future episodes, please do let us know. Show up on either on Ethereum Cat Herders Discord and talk about it, or just DM me. I'll be happy to include that. Moving on to the notes section. I don't see much of the notes up this time. I guess we are a little late on submission of notes. However, there was this MEV breakout room meeting that turned out to be very interesting in the sense like people from Flashpot project, they showed up and they gave a very good demonstration of how the MEV will look like after the merge. We have received some decent questions even on the YouTube comment section that we have shared with the developers to get them answered. So please check out the recording. And we also have notes for this meeting available because they seem to be like very interesting, and the people are interested to learn more about how do we see MEV working after the merge. So please check out the notes that is available, of course. We have EIP editor apprenticeship meeting planned for today. Last week, we had this recording with Matt Gannett on EIP editing, of course. So we moved the editor apprenticeship meeting for this week. So if you're interested, please join the meeting, which is right after this Cat Herders one. All right, the next item is events and a hackathon. And we have recently seen the announcement of DevCon 6. So the current plan is that it will happen somewhere in Q4. The venue hasn't changed. It is still in the Bogota, Colombia. But the date is tentative. It's somewhere in Q4. It's not announced yet. However, the announcement also includes the announcement of DevConnect, which is planned in Amsterdam. I see Anat on the call. She has more information about it. Over to you, Anat.
Hi guys. So regarding DevConnect, not sure if you guys are familiar with this event. Just to give you a quick overview, this event is going to happen in April, in like nearly the last week of April, between 18 and 22nd April in Amsterdam. This event will be like a huge space with many venues where people will self-organize these smaller events. And just to give you a quick overview of the events that will be happening there. So for example, DAO is Eat Staker, L2 Beat, which will be like a roll-up event, Eat Magicians event as well, and many others, which will be ended with the Eat Global Hackathon happening there. This event will have also a co-working space available for everyone to kind of like co-work together, or for the participants of the events to just go and hit the co-working space if they need. So from Magician's perspective, we are going to host 2-day event for around 250 people. And we would like to have a huge venue, which will be divided into smaller rooms, and we will give a chance to many people to sort of like self-organize their rings or their like EIP sessions in the room. And for the sessions, we will have the first day we want to focus more on a community and processes, which is we want to like host like, for example, wallet rings and talk about introduction into AIPs and ERCs, invite NFT standards group, working group people, and many others. We haven't finalized the speakers yet for the sessions number 1, but for the session number 2, we would love to collaborate with Ethereum cat holders as well. And from what we talked with Pooja yesterday, we've been thinking of hosting many like EIPs and host this event more of like EIP, and let's talk about the problems regarding the EIP and what kind of problems this EIP is solving. So we've been thinking about the merge EIPs, where we would love to talk about EIP 3675, then EIP 4399. And we have possible speakers, Mikaelin, Danny, and Vitalik, and then other IPs like 4488 and 4444. And we have like a bunch of other recommendations for the event and speakers. We will just see how what kind of time frame we will have for these sessions. So that's kind of what we would love to do with cat holders. And I'm going to drop you their link for the HackMD, where you guys can find all information regarding this event. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything else to add, feel free to either reach out to me or add it directly to the document. Thank you.
Thank you for this update, Annette. So we are happy to collaborate and provide as much as support in terms of selection of the speaker or whatever like support you need in terms of organizing. I'm not sure if I would be able to join there in person or not, but if anyone from the cat holders team, if they are planning to join there in the Amsterdam, please feel free to let us know, and we'll see if we can coordinate and rest of the activities. Thank you for sharing the link of the talk. The next event is ETH Denver, which is planned in February from 11 to 20th. The speakers on listing is started, like if you want to participate as speaker, or if you want to participate on the hackathon, or if you want to participate in any other event that is happening in the ETH Denver. I think they have started accepting application. So please send your application, and if you're planning to join ETH Denver, I mean in person, do let us know. That's all about events and hackathons. Moving on to the initiatives and brainstorming. The first item listed here is ECH migration from Medium to Mirror. I know we discussed it last time, but we wanted to have it here in this meeting to have some more thoughts collected from the group. I don't know, William, if you would like to talk more about it, or if you will have any new thoughts. Well, the general proposal is to move the current Medium blog that we have for cat herders from Medium to Mirror. And yeah, I understand that. Like, I'm sorry, William is having some microphone issue. And
I think I'm back now.
Oh, good.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Over to you.
I can't say I had much to add about that. I probably should have been thinking about it a bit more. Try to work out like just maybe some general sentiment out of the Twitter account, whatnot. Did we run a Twitter poll on it in the end? I
don't think so.
Okay, so we should probably take a look at doing that, just also to gather general sentiment on it. I think you were about to summarize it. Maybe I'll throw in a word on it myself also. Mirror is a more decentralized blogging platform. A lot of prominent people in the space, a lot of prominent DAOs in the space are using it. And I proposed moving it over to be maybe our primary like place where we're putting blogs. We've been with Medium. Medium gives us certain analytic benefits. Trent, just to answer your question, no, ECH has not participated in the right race and does not have a subdomain, but they've also opened it up. So theoretically, we would be able to publish, though it wouldn't be in our own subdomain, even without participating in the right race. So we lose certain kinds of analytics that might help us understand or have some level of insight into audience, what they want to see, like what's working and what isn't. But at the same time, would be a more decentralized option, more in line with the ethos that we strive to represent. And I think a valuable example of like using the tools that we're in the ecosystem of. In terms of the analytics, yes, Pooja is the chief of analytics, but we have used the analytics to gain a fair amount of insight, and that's just understanding like what helps us. It helps us see, I would say, what articles seem to connect with an audience, how far their reach is, what people stick around and read, things like that.
Yeah, right. I mean, it has helped us in past. Like we had a couple of articles. One of them was written by William Schwab itself. I think it was from one of the DEF cons. Then when he came back and he put his idea into a blog post. I think there were more people from the ECC. Tim and Helena was also there. So we just want to find different ways of connecting with community, and these analytics definitely help us, like what sort of articles people are liking. So far we have been making use of that, but I'm not very confident about the change with the mirror that we are expecting, as I haven't looked into it that much, but I'm sure William is a guy. So if you would not have any issues taking the lead on this migration, I'll be happy to you looking over it.
I'll try and be in touch with you outside the call. There are probably some things that we should do. I do think that we should participate in the right race, which basically is the ability to have, I guess, a better account on Mirror. Basically, it's voted on a weekly basis. Trying to make reference to it before in chat when he asked if the Ethereum cat herders have their own subdomain. There are people who have been nominated through the right race, get their own subdomain to publish through.
I can jump in here.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yeah, so I'm a member of the Mirror DAO, I guess is technically. And the right race actually,
I hadn't realized.
The right race actually was paused, I think a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point, for a number of reasons. And right now they're kind of reevaluating what it's going to be. So that doesn't exist anymore. And what they're doing is going for offering subdomains and DAO partnership to organizations and people that they think are producing good work and would be positive contributors to the organization over the long term. So what I'm saying is I can probably help get a subdomain for Ethereum cat herders if that's something you guys want to pursue. And for Pooja, you don't have to migrate everything if you want to still keep the analytics. Like William said, it's a nice dog fooding experiment, and using Web3 tools, data is backed up on Arweave, and it's similar to Uniswap where anybody can develop a front end for this stuff. And yeah, it's a really nice tool. I've used it a lot for some experiments, the Stateful Works book and the 1559 NFTs. It's a great team. And yeah, I'm just saying, if you guys do decide to do that, I'm happy to propose to Mirror that we give you a subdomain.
Can I be in touch with you on Discord?
Sorry?
Could I be in touch with you on Discord about it?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, great. So that's what I'll do then. I'll probably just try to just like kind of make a last run on this just to make sure we're all in agreement that it's like that's worth going for. Then I'll reach out to you on Discord and see what we can do about it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I didn't realize that you are a member of DAO. It's being helpful, like people joining the Cat Herders call, and we get to know about like which group they are belonging to. So that's always super helpful. And when we were thinking about Mirror, having you here, I think we can coordinate and see how we can move forward.
Yeah, the membership is just, if previously if you passed right race, then you got a subdomain and membership into the DAO. You know, you can participate in decision making for the organization. And now it's just they're trying to figure out what a better structure for membership would be. So if you guys were able to get a subdomain, that would mean you were given DAO membership as well, and you could possibly contribute or just be part of that organization as well, either William or Pooja, whoever wanted to.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I think William has more context than me, so we can talk offline and maybe he can get in touch with you to see how we can proceed with this. Cool. That's on Mirror. And the next item listed here is about ECH video. So we have been working on it, but unfortunately we are not able to finish up the video. So we have tried to move it to the kind of the 3 years celebration of the cat herders. Here is the slide that I have prepared so far. I was working with Shubhangi and Ken and some other people on this. And we are hoping to convert this slide in a form of video that would be talking about what we did in the past and what the cat herders is all about. I think we can probably add the main things of 2019, 2020, and 2021 as well. Yeah, and then we can come up with a nice video with some sound effect and everything else. So here is the slide, and we want a video to be a very small one, not too big, so that can be used as a clip. And we are planning to keep it on our Cat Herders website. If anyone has any further suggestion or anything they would like to add or see in this video, please reach out to us. The last item here is about the B-star naming. So we had organized a community call. Shaive from the foundation, she was working on getting a B-star name finalized for the consensus layer client code. And yesterday we had this call organized and based on the responses received on the GitHub issues, we had a winner. I think Bellatrix is the name of the star that is selected. I'm gonna release the video right after this call. We have the recording and we're gonna release the video of this. And yeah, I don't know, anything more to add, Shubhangi?
So the timeline for the naming process was quite limited. So I think one of the things we could talk about later is how to organize the steps for the next naming process. And I think Bellatrix is a good name, but I think there's still not a complete consensus about whether it should be used instead of the merge or for the next available upgrade. And I think that's something that will be discussed in the Ethereum community in the next few days.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Of course, yeah, we did realize that because this process, the naming process, was in a period when most of the developers are focused on the testnet and other stuff, which were like having higher priority than getting a name to the code. So possibly we can be more organized and we'll have more time to discuss in advance. So that's about it. Moving on to the next item, that is ECH funding. I'm very happy to share that in the last Gitcoin round, we had received contribution from over 500, I guess 29 users. It's amazing to see how many people are supporting us, and we got some great donations from some of the contributors, something around $500 and $50. And I mean, the number of people, the number of users who are supporting us, that matters. So thank you everyone who supported us with the Gitcoin round 12. And I'm also very happy to announce that we have received the grant from Molak Tao for another 6 months. And that grant is for different tasks that is being done. And we are hoping to add some more people to the group, maybe, or maybe fund some more tasks based on the bounties. So if you have any ideas, you want to work on any new initiative and you don't know where to reach out or whom to reach out, please reach out to Cat Herders on Discord, and we'll try to work with you and get that idea shared with the rest of the community member. All right, and that's about it. On the Cat Herders PM, I do not see any new issue, though the JSON RPC spec writer requirement is still open. I don't know, I don't see Alita or the other guy on the call. So let me get in touch with them if we need to keep this issue open for any further. If not, then we'll be closing it. And on the funding side, I see there are 3 new issues. We'll try to initiate the transaction this week. And that's about it. Looking into the last meeting notes, there are 3 decision/action items. Shubhangi will work with the team to create an year-end ECH video. Yes, we are working on it, and we are hoping to release that in early January. I already have shared the slides, so it's going to be a very short video clip, but I hope that will be useful. Number 2, shared Discord incident report with the community. So we have shared the Discord incident report on the Cat Herders GitHub. That was also shared in the last newsletter, and it contains the most of the information and the timeline that like when the incident happened and what steps we did take to work around or maybe make sure that it doesn't happen in future. So if you're interested in learning more about it, check out the report. And the last item was Pooja will add migrating to Mirror from Medium. Yes, we have discussed this item today. We'll hope to see more information or a concrete decision on that in the upcoming meetings. I'll keep it on the agenda for next meeting as well. That's all from the items listed here. Anyone has any other thing to bring up today? Well, I think it has been a great year. This is the last meeting for 2021. And it's been great working with all the community contributors, especially the dear Cat Herders who have been there with us and multiple upgrades. Like we had 4 upgrades this year, and we have seen a lot of documents going out, a lot of talk, communication, outreach. So I sincerely thank everyone being the part of this great ecosystem. Thank you everyone for joining this meeting. Hope to see you guys on January 4th, 2022. Have a great year. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thanks all. Thanks, Pooja.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Have a great one.
Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Thank you, everyone.